Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for coming out and viewing the Adulted Truth podcast. I am your founder and one of your co-hosts, Mr. Jezreel. Of course, I've been the one that's been talking to you throughout the first episode, and of course, I will be talking to you through the rest of this series. Of course, I hope that you're getting something out of what I'm even saying, or just, whatever that may be to you. If it's encouragement, I hope so, to move forward in whatever, struggles or anything that you're going through. I hope that you'll get something from what I'm even saying to you. Of course, we thank you for your support, for even coming out and watching and listening to us talk for hours upon hours. Of course, I pray that, God helps you through whatever you may be going through, or, whatever that may be, whatever need that you need. I pray that He fulfills it for you. So, of course, we just thank you at the Adopted True Podcast for your time. Of course, for your support, your prayers. Of course, if you would like to further support us in any way, please contact us on our social media, anything like that. We appreciate you very much. God bless you, my friends, and may peace be with you.
It was not a good experience for me that first year. I got into some drugs. I got with some girls. It was bad. I'm not proud of it. I thank the Lord that He's brought me out of that. Yeah. So, the first half of my year, I did something stupid with a girl. I had a whole panic attack because I did it, and I got in trouble. My dad came up to the school, was just being my dad. He fussed at me outside the school. We went back inside, talked to the principal, because he was trying to puff his chest, trying to be prideful and be like, "Oh, my son apologizes. I'm so sorry that I did this. I'm very ashamed of him, this and that, da, 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 da." And I was like, "All right, bro, whatever." I was like, "You not in my life, so shut up." I was ready to go about my business. Then I remember.
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry about that.
Oh, it's fine. It is what it is. It's life. But yeah, I mean, just after that, I went on a vacation with my mother and my siblings, and then my family, out to California. My uncle lives out in California. Shout out Uncle Anthony. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy. That's my dog. Him, and then my uncle Tyrone and his wife. We drove up to California. We stayed there for a little bit. And he just talked to me because that's like one of the main male role models that I had in my life, besides my Uncle Mike, his father, and my Uncle Anthony. Yeah. My Pastor Doug and my godfather, I forgot his name, but I hope that you still, you doing all right, man. I love you. Lady BJ, that's my godmother. I hope that God's blessing you with good health. I don't know. I haven't talked to him and it's been a while. But of course, let's see. Yep. They talked to me about some things. They just was like, I understand where you are in the space. You just need to go to God, pray about it and see. And at the time, it felt like that was like literally everybody's answer. Because really, everybody, that's good to know. But at the same time, it's like, dude, I'm trying to figure out, actual personal questions, like not no spiritual things, like how does my soul be saved and this and that. No. It's practical stuff. I'm like,
Right.
dude, be
General advice.
exactly.
Get answers from everybody.
Right. I'm like, dude.
That's why I'm asking you. I already did that.
Exactly. I went to God first. And I mean, hey, it is what it is. I was going through a lot of stuff at that time. I was depressed. I was suicidal. Shoot, it was a lot. I dealt with a girl. Oh yeah, that's shoot. We gonna. Yes, I am gonna say that right now. During that time, I was talking to a girl, and she was homeless. and she was very much medicated. So she had antidepressants, and we were talking, and one day, I talked to her. I texted her. I was asking her how she was doing, but she didn't answer me. And this is somebody I cared about at the time. And then a couple more days passed, and I was like, okay, I'm getting worried. And then probably maybe another another day passed. She finally got back to me, and she was like, oh, I couldn't text you because I was in ICU. I just, I almost overdosed. And I was like, what? So that was kind of like my first experience with suicide and seeing somebody go through that. It took me a second because this is probably one of my first relationships that I was in. And it just messed me up that she even did that. And I couldn't really process it because I was dealing with my own stuff. It was like, dude, I'm already, I'm sad. I got so many things going on in my life. And then you come with this mess. And then I got really upset at her. But I didn't cuss her out or nothing. I was just like, I can't talk to you right now. I just can't be around you. Because it was so much hurt and pain I was feeling. And it made me cry. It did. It made me cry a lot. I was really upset and I was really hurt. I was like, I'm not going to talk to you. And I mean, I know she was very upset because we talked probably 2 years after that. And she still, she still felt that same pain. And I was like, I'm sorry. But that's a whole nother story that I'll talk about another time. Back to this. Yeah, I mean, that whole year of my life, it was bad. Even though I was going through all that, I still managed to, do good in school after I got in trouble with that girl. And I almost went to prison too. I almost went to jail behind it. But obviously the charges were dropped and I didn't go to jail. I was very blessed, of course. And I mean, yeah, man, I was very happy. So it caused me to really change my life. And I tried to. I really did. Because I got good grades. I stopped smoking for a little bit. I stopped, messing around with what I was messing around with for a little bit, too. Then COVID hit. And next thing I know, I had to go back to online schooling, which I hated with a passion. It was terrible. Excuse me. I remember taking a bunch of classes, going to a bunch of meetings. I was bored at the time. My easiest classes were English and culinary arts. The hardest one was geometry. My geometry teacher was German, so that's why I cheated. I'm just saying, I cheated. Literally, every single meeting, he would be talking with the thickest accent. I'm like, bro, I don't know what you're saying.
No, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, yeah.
Literally, he'd be talking with the thickest accent. I'm just like, what? I'm just sitting there like,
yeah, I mean,
huh?
Makes sense. I can't understand him.
I can't understand, and I barely passed algebra because my algebra teacher was Asian, and she had a thick accent, and this is like your freshman year, so she had a thick accent, and she had a baby, so she left, and then we had substitutes yes, she did. Then we had substitutes every other day. I'm like, bro.
Dang, bro.
You're screwing me right now.
Yeah, nah.
I was cooked. I was very much cooked.
That's crazy.
So, sophomore finals came around. I took all my finals. I passed every single other final except geometry. I had 3 different tries. First time I actually tried. I sat down. I didn't cheat. I sat down. I tried. Yeah, I'm serious. I tried the first time. Got like a 59. So you have to pass. Shoot, to pass, you got to get like a 60. I'm like, that's what I'm aiming for because geometry, no.
Yeah.
Like, bro, it was such a hard. I literally was looking for every single piece of help I can get with geometry. I could not get it because this guy would not speak clear English. Even the resources, bro, he would write it out and he'll be speaking on the video. I'm like, I don't know what you're saying to me. Like, you putting me in a bad spot. I was upset. I was like, dude, we're just gonna have to fail this. That the second try, since it was like kind of repeat questions, I was just like speeding through them, so I didn't really try. I got like a 56. I was like, bro, I need to pass this. so the third time, I remember. So I had a laptop, right, and I remember waking up. So I literally, so I can do my final at any time I choose. So I was like, I'm just do it in the morning, and I'm just get up and do it. And my mom, she was working at home at this time, and she was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm doing my final, Mom." She was like, "Okay." You know, she trusted me. Mom, I love you very much. Just know, I cheated and I still didn't make it.
No.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, Mom. I'll tell you. I'm gonna tell y'all something else too. We gonna get to that part. Hold on, because we haven't even made it through high school yet, dude.
Oh.
Now, the third time. So we had to have our cameras on, but they couldn't see what was
right.
And nobody was watching. Nobody was watching me do it too.
You can only see what the camera is seeing.
Right,
That doesn't mean no.
Exactly. So I had my phone right there. I had my phone open. I had a calculator, and then I had one of those apps that like do the math problems for you. So I had it open, and I would just type in. I'd be looking at my phone real quick. I type it in. Then I put it in there. I don't know what it was, bro, but I had a 59. I had a 59. I was still wrong, cheated, and I had a 59. I was like, bro, what the mess is that? I was so upset. I was so mad. I was like, ugh. I was like, well, Mom, I'm sorry, Mom. I couldn't figure it out. She's like, it's all right. So after that, after that, it was chilling. And then probably, around that time. So between COVID and my freshman year, my dad, he hadn't spoke to us for like 6 to 8 months. So probably after that, he came around again. And I was like, dude, what you doing here? And that was like our posture because of how everything else before that was happening. And a lot of stuff that my mom was sharing, how my dad was treating her. To me, it made me feel, some type of way. I was really pissed. I was like, bro, I'm going to punch you if I see you. And Dad, I love you. I don't feel like that no more. But that's how I was feeling at the moment. Mom, I don't feel like that anymore. I'm very much different now. Yeah, I was very angry whenever my dad would come around. It would mess up my whole plan. Like, I remember this one time, I was finna go. Oh, and I'm a little kid at this point, so we gonna save no. Oh, I remember. No, that's a different story. Never mind. I'm gonna share that later. I'm gonna share that to y'all too. I'm not gonna tell y'all that one. That's extra content. I can't tell y'all that one. Yeah. So whenever my dad would come around, it'd be like, I don't want to see my dad. I don't want to talk to him. But it's like my mom would be like, "That's your father. You have to." And I'm like, okay. Whatever, just because you asked me to. That's the only time I'll be like, okay, I'll be chill about it, because she asked me. And then we would spend some time a little bit, but I'd be like, bro, I need you to go. I'm trying to go do something. Like, get out the house.
Did you say that to him?
Oh, no. My guy, my dad still had that fear factor. And I'm going to tell you, it's about to come up too. Probably, after that in junior year, everything was cool for me in school. I had to take a credit recovery for geometry. Now, let me say this again. Cheating is wrong. But
That's how the episode is going to start.
cheating is wrong. Cheating is very wrong.
Oh my
But I
God.
sure did cheat in that credit recovery class. Because I took that final in like 2 weeks. Or like, yeah, it was 2 weeks. Or it was like, it might have been like maybe a month or so. I don't know. It was not that long. I was in that credit recovery class. Because it would be like, it would be after school too. So like right after my last period, I had to go to the class. Or I get in trouble if I don't show up. I'm like, dang.
That's
So
tough.
it's a mandatory
Dang.
class. So I sped through that geometry course so fast, and I cheated. I cheated bad. Like, I don't remember anything for geometry. I just remember I cheated the best I passed. I passed that with flying colors. I passed the recovery class with flying colors. They didn't say nothing. No, they knew what I was. They knew what I was doing. They knew what I was doing. They was like, I don't think he wants to be in this class because I was going to a trade, and you had to pass all your classes before you can do that. So it's like a trade school that you can do as like a free period. And this is in senior year. So this is junior year. And I was like, well, we got to get this done, man. I sure did get it done. They didn't say nothing to me. They sure did hand me my diploma. They were like, you're good. No kid left behind, bro. I'm still smart. I'm smart. I'm a very educated young man. I'm very educated. I'm very educated.
I'm so smart.
Oh yeah, I am. I just can't do geometry, bro. Don't ask me. No, don't ask me what that side of that square looks like. I don't know.
Not yeah, bro.
Look like a
You
square
good,
to me.
bro.
I don't know what that line is. I don't know what that name is of that line on that square. I don't know what the number is.
I couldn't tell you to this day, bro, what that was.
I don't know what the Pelagic.
Bro, somebody who's doing in the middle of geometry is smarter than me right now. Like,
yeah,
I can't.
I barely use geometry on like day-to-day things.
Yeah, bro,
I can't.
They have you learn this stuff, and then what you gonna use it for? Like,
I would forget everything.
How to do taxes. I would have learned how to do that better.
Right. I forgot everything the following year.
Exactly. I don't know. And the funny thing about it, bro. Okay, so my senior year. Oh no, this is in junior year still. So at this point, the tensions between me and my father were very high. I was just fed up with him, acting how he was acting, because it was like at any call and command, he can just be like, I'm coming over, and then be like, okay, whatever. But I was like, no, I was really pissed that night. I was like, you know what, I'm not doing this with you no more. So I was like, I told my mom, I was like, we're gonna sit him down and we're gonna have a talk with him. And we did, but it didn't go the way that we thought it would, because he got all upset and started doing one of his famous rants that lasted 3 hours. It started at 9 o'clock. It was 1 in the morning. It was a long rant. He was ranting, and he was cussing. He was doing all types of crazy mess in front of everybody.
Who was all there?
My mom, Leah, my little sister, and my little brother. Oh, and my little niece. She was there too at this time. So it was like, oh yeah, Leah had a little daughter, and my little niece. I love her very much. I got little pictures and videos. She is very cute. She is very cute. No, it's fine. Mayani is fine. It's all right. She's a little cute little girl. I love her very much. I love you, Yanni. I love you, Yanni, man.
We will find you. I'm not.
Liam Neeson type stuff.
Like, I'm not even kidding.
But yeah, he was going off. It was crazy, and I was just sitting there like, are you serious right now, dude? Like, you gonna do all this cussing and yelling for no reason? You supposed to be a prophet. You supposed to be a pastor. No. You talking crazy. So after that, I was already talking crazy, and I got in trouble for talking crazy a couple times. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that.
I feel like,
yeah,
maybe it's a guy thing, maybe it's a man thing, or like a son thing. Like, you see something that's out of pocket, and as you're coming to like manhood as your man.
Yeah.
Like you don't feel like putting up with stuff.
Right.
Like I'm getting some hair on my chest. I mean,
Right.
I'm not, but you be
Right. You start feeling
sticking
yourself
it
a little
out.
bit.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's
Yeah.
like, especially if you see it's wrong,
Right.
you just be like, bro, I'm not doing it.
Right.
I'll just be honest. There's stuff that I was feeling too,
Mm-hmm.
and I would do something similar, like, bro. You're not no.
Yeah.
And so you start testing the limit.
Right, exactly. You test that limit, and then you see where you are. You be like, "What? Excuse you? Who you think you is?" Then they get upset whenever you do that. It's the funniest thing in the world. It's messed up, but it is funny. Yeah, what's up?
I wasn't saying nothing.
Oh, okay.
You good?
I think it's part of it is, I'll say this, not to throw it around like everybody does so loosely.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody throws this term around, feel like freaking therapists or whatever, or psychologists, but like it is like a narcissistic trait, something like that. I do think, at least with my family, there's been like a lot of like narcissism, and I feel like because of us being close, it's something similar like that follows spiritually.
It is.
Like
it is
that circularity of just keep going around, and you're talking and you're arguing about something, but you're saying nothing.
You just talking in circles.
And so I've had that happen to me, to where a family member, you bring the truth to them, and then they will just freaking get so mad and keep talking and defend, and then you would be like, that doesn't make any sense.
Right.
And then you would get cut off or gaslit or something like that, and then they would just keep going and going until there's this big
big explosion,
climax, and it stops, and then it goes down, and it just resets again.
Right.
It's like whatever you said to them didn't even really register, because you're not trying to like be open to hearing it.
Yeah, they just want to hear you shut up, stop talking. That's exactly how they feel. Anything else you want to say?
No,
For sure. Probably senior year now. Excuse me. So I start. I'm like, I'm 18. Yeah, I'm 18. This is at a point where it's like, I'm already working. I started a job in my junior year. I had a job. I told my mom, I was like, I'm gonna go get a job. She was like, okay, whatever. Just as long as you take care of school. I'm like, that's fine. And I had a little money on my I had a little cheese, a little cheddar. Just a little bit. I was making $14.75 an hour. Yeah. And I make like a good $300 every 2 weeks for a little 17-year-old kid. That's a lot of cheddar. I had to pay for no rent, no nothing. I had some money. You know what I'm saying? I had my money.
Right, because at that point you building up. You're at this point you're just spending it on what you want. You're not spending it because you have to pay for something. Like actually bills are answered. So you think,
all that money disappeared the day I got it. I remember the first check I got. My first check was like, $50? I was like, where's the rest of my money? They're like, oh, well, you still got work the rest of the time. I was like, okay, because I was like, where's the rest of my money? And I had like maybe like a day or two on that pay period, and I didn't know what pay periods were, and I was like, oh, okay, whatever, we're cool. And that next check, I saw three lines. I was like, ooh, that was good. I was like, ooh, that looked nice. That money disappeared. That money did not last that day. That money was gone as soon as it hit my bank account. I was like, we buying this, we buying that. It was gone.
What was your first purchase?
My first purchase? Let's think.
Great question.
I think my first purchase was something on my PlayStation.
Lines up.
Yeah.
Lines up.
It was like, it was PlayStation Plus. I've been using the free trials. This is back when Sony had the free trials, and Sony, you gotta bring back the trials, bro.
Let's
Uber Eats, you gotta bring back them trials, and you gotta bring back them food hacks. We're not gonna talk about that.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know, man. That first check was, oh my goodness, that money was not breed. It didn't make it. And then, yeah. So when I got my job, I was very hardworking. I had a lot of money for a little kid, like a little 17-year-old kid coming in. I'm like, bro, y'all worried about paying bills, bro. I'm like, I'm about to go get these new hats. And I'm a hat collector. I love hats. I'm about to get these new J's. Like, I don't care. And I went on AliExpress and I got me them Ford breeds. You know what I'm saying? I got them black cats. You know what I'm saying? Them is some nice shoes. I got a pair of shoes right now from AliExpress. Those, you know them Jordan 5s I'll be wearing? Yeah. Them things is tough. They be tough. What you talking about?
Listen, bro.
Like, if the Lord bless me with some more money, I'm gonna buy me some more shoes. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to get my shoes off of giveaways, and I met this Indian guy.
Stop.
Story stops there. Story is stopping there, bro. No.
That'll be a clip. That'll be a whole clip.
I was bad.
Hold on.
I was harassing him, bro. He gave us shoes he wore.
Bro, oh my gosh. No way, bro.
He said, nobody for that. I have shoes for you. Very good Nike. Nike, good shoes.
You make the best for the shoe.
I said, take you back.
He said, no.
Do not take you back.
No, they fun.
I
was mad. Let's go. Go ahead.
My fault.
If I got grass in my shirt, I'd be upset too, man. That's a whole different level of trying to. That's a whole different level of commitment. My fault.
He saw the grass. It was like, no, all good, very good.
You just played in them and gave them to me.
Yeah, he's like, here. Okay, we gotta finish. Yeah. So job, very good money. This and that. High school, senior year. My last senior year of my last year of high school. It was fun. It was not too bad. Nothing really happened. Me and my dad, we didn't really talk. It was like, whatever, dude. I don't really care. Only time that we talked is probably when graduation time came around. I only talked to him because it was like, you know, he was trying to build a relationship with me at the time. You know, only time I really saw my dad, or like we actually spent time, was at my graduation. And he came. I didn't know he was even there. I didn't know. I got there with my mother, all my siblings, and my family. Some of my family came out too, and my grandma, my G-mom. She came from Philly because my dad's mom, she lives in Philly, and she came down and saw me. Which my G-mom, she's been with me since kindergarten, and she's been a saint. I love her very much. But yeah, I mean, that's like probably everybody's like most recent moment of remembering me in like a major event. Because me, I'm a very, behind the scenes dude. So whenever I do something, everybody come out and show out. So I was cool with it. But yeah, I mean, my dad and I, we were chill at the graduation. Then Mike was there. So we started walking to his car. Mike was walking with me too. And then my dad was like, go do something, Mike. Just get away. He was in his feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was upset. He was upset about something. I don't know what, but he was tripping out about something. And yeah, I mean, we went to the car. We went to his car. He gave me like $50 in a card. And I was like, congratulations. And then I didn't see him. I was like, whatever, bye. That was it. And then after that, probably like, maybe a couple months after that in June, we moved from We moved from our house, that house in Chandler, and then we moved into another house out in Chandler. And I graduated. I got another job. Like I've already went through 2 jobs at this point. I'm starting to work at another job, another restaurant. I was a restaurant freak. I love food. That's like my thing. So I was working in and out of restaurants. I was there at this restaurant for a little bit. Then I hopped around for a couple more restaurants. And I went to this one restaurant where I met our lovely friend Aiden. I saw him again. I didn't know it was him, but I saw him because I was like, dude, I know you. He's like, yeah, I do remember you. I'm like, oh, that's crazy. And then I saw his brother. His brother's name's Christian. Christian, if you watching this, I love you, bro. God bless you wherever you are. Christian was a pretty cool guy. He helped me out with the job. It would just be me and Christian. So me and Christian would basically close the restaurant together on like a daily basis. So like, I would see him from probably Monday to Saturday. I would see him all the time because we would always be working. So yeah. And at this time, I was very far off. I didn't go to church. I hadn't been going to church. I was in drugs. I was drinking. I was doing all types of stuff with women. Jesus, it was bad. I was very much depressed. Dude, it was like a whole different person. Sometimes I would show up at my house high, and it'd be late. So it's like 1 a.m, so everybody's asleep. So it's like, my mom won't notice. And sometimes she'd be up. So it'd be like them times she know I'm like messed up out of my mind. I know that she knew. And if she says she don't, Mom, it's okay. Yeah, no, she knew, but she didn't say nothing to me. She didn't fuss at me or yell at me. And that's the thing. My mom, she never really fussed and yelled at me like that unless I was doing something. Unless I started it. Or if I was acting like my father. That's usually when the time we had a disagreement, when I'd feel some type of way, and then I'd be like my dad's type of character, and then it'd be like, ugh. Just like we go at it for no reason. And let's see. Yeah, it was just a very, different space for me at the time. And then, I left that job, went to another job, went to a couple more jobs, and now I got to my last job, Benihana. Shout out Benihana, teppanyaki, you know what I'm saying? That was my profession for a little bit. I can do all the flips and tricks. I don't want to. Don't ask me. But yeah, I mean, when I got to Benihana, bro, all the other jobs before this, I was getting paid weekly or daily. So Benihana, they do bi-weekly, and we was making tips. So I could pick up my tips at any time, and those tips was like $500. So that's $500 I can get at any time. Now, them checks every 2 weeks, and at this point in time, at this spot that we're living at, I only had to pay $500. Now, out of the checks from every 2 weeks, I only paid like $500. I still have $400. Like I might have like $1,000 just in base pay, and I'll pay with my rent and stuff with that, and I still got that tip money, and I would save it, and it would be like $700. I remember I had $1,000 in tip money. That money did not make it out the day. It didn't make it out the weekend because I already paid my bills. Like literally,
that's wild.
All my mom asked me was like, just make sure you're taking care of your responsibilities and help if you can. I'm like, okay, for sure. And I was really good at that. We only had maybe one slip up. Maybe, yeah, we had 2 slip ups where I was spending too much money.
Yeah. I don't know, like, what's different than the regular? Bad. You're saying every weekend was gone.
Oh yeah, every single time I had the tip money, because how we used to do it there, we would get our tips, like so like every night there would be a tip jar or like a tip pool from my spot that I was working at, and then the sushi bar. So I would get whatever sushi was making and then what I was making because I was the main cook on like the line. So I'd be the one making all the money at night because it was just me. And this is
wait a minute.
Bro,
Dang.
I was making bread. I was feeling myself. I was like, bro, I make money. Don't say nothing to me. For real, bro. I'm like, my bills is paid. My mama's lights is on. Everybody's fed in the house. Like, we good. And I still got money. I still got money to go around and do whatever I want. No.
I mean, I want that.
Now. Oh, yeah, I want it now because I know what to do with it now. But back then, it was bad. It was bad for me, player. It was bad. Yeah, on a serious note, sometimes that money would go to alcohol. It would go to some weed. And I mean, at this point in time, I was not doing hardcore drugs, but yeah, at some point in time, I was doing those, and it was Jesus. Thank the Lord. You know what I'm saying?
Dude.
It's crazy. And a lot of women like a lot of nice things. And I mean a lot of nice things. Only by the grace of God, I still had a little bit of money left to get me home because I had no car. Had to get around places. Ubers are expensive.
They are.
They are very expensive. So I take a couple girls out maybe every once in a while. It was bad, bro. I was Jesus. That's extra content. Now that's a Patreon worth content. You know what I'm saying?
The Undaunted Nightlife.
That's the truth, bro. Yeah, bro. I mean, just in me having so much money and like still being able to pay everything, dude. I was spending so much money on girls and drugs and alcohol. Like, dude, you would have thought I was a whole heathen. Be like, you know who my father is? Yeah, that's my dad. I'm his son. You'd be like, they would look at me crazy. I promise you, if I say some of this stuff, we're gonna get to that part. If I say some of this stuff in the church, they'd be looking at me wild. They'd be like, you did what? And you who? I'm like, yeah.
You like you?
Yeah, you ain't gonna like it. Deal with it. Yeah, and then I met at this time I was in a relationship with somebody. We just a year before this we just started talking. And we knew each other when I was in my senior year or my junior year. I started talking to her, but it was like whatever. I was a little kid still. It was like whatever. And then we got together my senior year. And it was, you know what I mean? Yeah. It was fun. It was fun. But yeah, me and this special lady, we were together for a while. And how our relationship worked, we were in an open relationship, so it was like she did her thing, I did mine. I spend, all types of money on her. I do a bunch of stuff for her. She would do, her stuff for me too. That's content I will not say on this podcast because that's not what that is. This is not that. Yeah, I mean, that's real. For real. We said that we loved each other, but we knew what we were doing. We were using each other, and it wasn't healthy. But we were so blinded by lust that we really didn't see, what we were doing and why it was wrong and why it was hurting both of us. Because at the time I was with her, I was with other women as well. And she knew because she was other dudes and she was with other women. She was bisexual. And I was out there. I didn't care. I was like, man, you a female, I'm a dude. We chilling. that's just the truth. That's just the truth, bro. That's just the facts, bro. And so yeah, I mean, even the females that I would bring around her, they would be trying to get me to leave her to get with them. And I had to sit there for a couple of them too, because it'd be funny. It'd be funny because she would see what they would be saying to me, because I would show her, and she'd be like, "So they really think that you gonna leave me for her?" And she started laughing. And I'd be like, bro, it's the funniest thing in the world. Because then I started laughing too. I was making jokes. I was saying crazy stuff.
You said I just might.
I just might see what happens. Just
you laughing at her. She's like, that's so funny, right, B?
Yeah. You think?
It's not that far off.
You think so?
You think?
Go ahead and laugh.
Yeah, exactly. Laugh.
It's not really a joke.
It's not really a joke. Yeah.
Laughing about it, but not joking.
No, I'm not joking.
Make a good point, didn't she?
Right. Yeah, no, for real. That's how it be going though, bro. Like, I'm serious. Like, they be doing that sometimes. Like, they'll try to slip you. They'll try to get you in there and try to, soften you up. It's kind of like a Delilah situation. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Trying to soften you up and give away your strength, give away your weaknesses and all that. I'm just like, bro, I'm good. So that went on for 3 years. And that's also going into this story right now. So at this point of the story, I'm probably, I'm not in a good headspace. I'm all the way out there. And my family was just like, he's doing whatever he's doing, and we love him still. We gonna support you as long as you, take care of what you need to take care of. And I tried. And it came to a point where a friend of mine, or an associate of mine, and a coworker of mine was like, hey, I need to move out of my house. And I was like, yeah, so do I. So I came with the idea, because I told him, I was like, I'm looking to move out, bro. Like, I just need to get out the house. Because I don't want what I'm doing to spill out on somebody else in the house. I don't want that to go to my family and them see me like that. Mm. So I was like, yeah. But him, I already knew he was bad trouble. But we already went to a couple parties together. And he's a very special part of my story as well. I'll share that in a couple of minutes. We decided to move in together in February of this year. And at this point, I've already been at Benihana for about almost a year. It's been it was probably 8 or 9 months. And I was just making money. And I was like, whatever, I'm going to move out. I don't want to live here no more. But I already told my mother that I was thinking about moving out in December, and then she blew up. And I was like, all right, then fine, I won't for a little bit. But I was still having in the back of my mind, I'm going to leave. I'm not, And I know why she was acting, why she reacted the way that she reacted. And it was just in a motherly instinct. Of, I don't know where you're going to be. I don't know what would make you think like that. It's hard out there for, people. It's hard out there for black men, like this and that. She was just doing what my mom does. I love my mother very much. She was very concerned. And I was just like, you know what? I can do it. And I did it out of spite, because not only did she talk to me about it, but my mother has this thing that she does. Mom, I love you, but you do this. She has this little thing where she likes to tell people's business. And she shouldn't tell. But hey, I still love you, Mom. And she involves people in business that don't need to be involved in. And my sister does the same thing. Leah, you do this stuff. Don't.
You said doo-doo.
You do. You do. You do this. For real. But I love y'all both. Don't get it twisted. I really do love y'all. But yeah, I mean, it was just like out of spite. I was like, I'm gonna prove to everybody I can do this. And at the time, I still had, they put my name on the lease, and I remembered that. But I was like, man, I don't need to pay for that. And they're like, yes, you do. So I had, 3 more months? So that's 3 more months of $500. And I'm about to move out. So my smart self, I don't know why in the world I did it like this. So I took one of my checks. So at this point, I don't get my tips no more. So it just goes to my check. So I had $2,700. I put down $1,500 right there. And I paid for like 3 months of just the rent for the house that we were staying at. And then I still moved out. I was like, whatever. And then we still had to pay for that. So that was like $1,100 just on my part. And then he paid his part. And I still had to get furniture, all this other stuff. But the thing is, taxes. So I had like $700. I was like chilling. So I paid for all my furniture. And right.
It won't last a weekend.
It didn't last at all, bro. It did not last. That money did not last. And I had a bad spending habit. Now, if God blesses me to have any money in my pocket, hey, I'll thank Him for it and I'll save it to the best of my ability.
But you was handling what you needed to handle.
Hey, bro, I was in the streets, I was hustling, and it was bad. It was bad. But yeah, what was you gonna say, C? Oh, okay.
I'm just.
I thought you were gonna say something.
I did think about it, but go ahead.
Go ahead. Say what you gonna say.
I forgot I said by now.
Okay. Yeah, no, I was hustling, dog. I was hustling like a bug. I was like, bro, I need money. I need some money. Give me my money.
No.
Give me my money.
Give me my money.
We cut that out. No.
Give my money. Give me my money. Okay.
It don't matter.
Okay, we gonna cut that out. Yeah, I need some cheddar in my bank account, and I think I did get paid that Friday, cause we still got paid every 2 weeks, and I had a thing for cash advances. Now, cash advances, do not do that. It's bad. You gonna mess up your everything messing with those. That first month of us living together, he put me on the most dangerous 2-man I have ever been on in my life. It was bad. Now,
what you mean by 2-man?
So
that's
a 2-man is when 2 friends go on a date with another set of friends. So
most of the time, if they ask you, that's most
that
likely
means you're taking one for the team. I took one for the team.
We'll leave it at that.
I took one for the team.
Yeah.
Because she sure was. I was like, no. I was like, oh, she was, bro. It was bad. I was so upset. But at the same time, her brother was intoxicated. My brother was very much intoxicated. I was intoxicated.
Drop right there, what?
And I was high. So it was. I don't remember what happened. Well, yes, I do. That's a lie. I'm about to lie. Yes, I do remember what happened, but I can't share that on this podcast. And that's the truth. That's the TUT truth.
Bro.
I took one for the team that night. And
I said she was girl.
She was. And we made jokes about it too. We did. It was so messed up. But I was still with the other girl. I was still with her. And I told her about it later. I did tell her about it later. But this girl was trying to get me to go to get with her. And she was with some dude that was a Crip. So at this point, in time, I was feeling myself for real. Like, dude, I was about to go to jail behind this chick, and I don't know who she was. All I know is that my roommate put me on to you, and you was and I was like, I'm so intoxicated, and it was bad. It was bad, bro. I was so caught up in just what we was doing, and at least somebody helped me out of it. My roommate actually helped me out of it, and a couple of my other coworkers that came over. We were close with our coworkers. I was friends with them, but my roommate, he's a shady dude. I just say that. My ex-roommate, he was a very shady dude. And I'll tell you a little bit more in the story why he is really shady. So, yeah, the whole time of us staying together, usually I would take care of everything. So he talked about my contribution would be lesser and lesser, and he'd be talking about money. I'm like, bro, the house is clean. These dang animals that he had, Jesus, the animals. Bro. He had a cat and a dog. He would not take care of this cat and dog, but only I would see these cats and dogs all day, every day. And this cat would be sitting there going, meow, meow. I'm like, shut up, you little monkey. I'm going to turn you into some cat meow rice. Stop.
We got to get it out.
That was the best I've ever heard you respond. Like, that's the only time I've ever heard you that confident.
It's okay. It's okay. We got to put that on the special content. It's okay. It's okay.
No. That's got to be special content. Hey, it's probably
special content. That's elite. That's a clip right there. That's a clip.
Content.
That's a clip.
Only see once none of us are here.
Okay, hold on. We gotta keep going. Hold on.
MLK,
We gotta go.
We're releasing ourselves, bro.
We gotta keep going. Hold on. Stop. Oh my Lord. Yes, I'd take care of his animals all the time. And then he had a hamster. Oh my Lord, the hamster. So there was a lot of hamsters at the crib. Hold on. Because I didn't tell y'all. Oh yeah, I did tell y'all the hamster story. Okay. So there was a hamster named Binkle.
You chose the name.
No. So yeah, I mean my roommate named him Binkle.
No, but yeah.
Now he was a birthday present to my roommate from his sister. He didn't know that he had the hamster.
Oh, shoot.
He didn't know until he went back to their house. And I was at the house. I think I came back from work, and I just heard him pull up, and I was like, all right, whatever. And I walked down there, and he was like, yo, can you help me with something? I'm like, yeah. He's like, yo, check out, I got my hamster. I'm like, dude. I'm like, what do you mean, your hamster? Bro, and he had a big old cage. Like, his cage was, like, big.
That's way too, for a hamster?
Cook.
So, hold on. My roommate is white, sir.
Oh, yeah.
He's Italian, and he's white.
Oh, yeah.
So,
one side.
yeah, TUT. For real. That's the true.
It's an Italian pet, though.
No.
Stop.
Go back
I'll tell you that.
I'll
tell you after we're done. I'll tell you after I'm done. Okay. Yeah. So the hamster. That was the first hamster that we had. Binkle was the first one. He was already old, bro. Like he already lived like 2 years already. And
he was on his last
for real,
hours, bro. That's
and seriously, bro. Like one day I went out there and I saw him. He was sleeping, right? And I thought he was breathing still, cause Binkle he was very shy, cause he just moved into the apartment. So he didn't know anything. Right. But he was very shy. But he went inside his little house that he had, right? Now, he sat there for about a good 2 days. Now, I kept on looking at him. I was like, oh, okay. And I don't know where my roommate was. I didn't know where he was. So I don't know if he was checking on his hamster or not. So I opened it up, and he moves. Like, he moved. He was fine. So I was like, okay, he's cool. Like, he got food. He got food one night. He got water. So he's chilling. The next thing I know, next day, my roommate comes out, he be like, yo, Bingle died.
No.
Not at all. He wasn't crying at all, bro. He was just like, he smells so bad. I was like, bro, he's dang, that's your hamster. Then he said, all right, well, he buried. No, he didn't. He didn't even bury Bingle. He just had him inside a plastic bag wrapped up in a paper towel for a while, and he would just be sitting on our on one of our shelves. I was like, bro, this is the most white thing I've ever seen. So my roommate would be like, literally, I'd be the black friend out of our friend group, and I'd be the most responsible one.
Right, yeah.
So that's why he can run around do whatever he doing.
Yeah.
I'm the one that gotta take care of your stuff. I'm like, dang, bro. And we're about to get to one of the funny parts of the story. So we got another hamster. I don't remember her name, but she was pregnant when we got her. Now I walked out there one day and I saw 3 little hamster babies. I was like, wait a second, what is that? I texted him. I was like, yo, your hamster just gave birth. He was like, really? And he walked out and he saw him. He was like, oh. And he just started going on a rant about whatever. I was like, whatever, dude. So I don't know what he was talking. See, my roommate was a very yeah.
Oh really?
Oh really?
Economic state of the world right now.
Really? That's how he would be. That's how he would be, bro. He did not care. He didn't care at all. He didn't care at all.
Oh really though? It's crazy.
He did it. I'm serious. He did. It's the funniest thing in the world. I'm just like, bro, your hamster just gave birth. And he's like, oh really?
Was this in the same cage that the previous hamster? And then so by this point, there was the new hamster and the 3 little hamsters.
Yeah.
But was the other hamster still on the shelf?
Oh yeah, he was.
So was it at least in a jar so it didn't stink up the house, like the apartment, or was it
in a Ziploc bag? And then he put it outside. So we had like a patio area that our little dog stayed out of. And that dog teared up the patio, bro. Jesus. It was bad. That dog pissed and did all types of nasty stuff on that patio. And I was like, I'm not touching that. That's your dog. Don't you dare. That dog would never come inside whenever I'm home. That dog would stay outside. If I could put that cat outside, he would go outside too. Because I don't want to hear him. He always be like, I'm like, shut up. I don't want to hear you. I don't want these animals in my crib. I just know. Because there's either animals or some stupid little girl that I'm not gonna say that. Hold on, we gonna cut that. We gonna cut that.
It's so real quick. Hold on.
It was flashbacks, bro. Because there was always some girl up in the house with my roommate. Because he had that problem. He had a problem with that. And I'd be like, bro. And he would.
Yo.
Yeah, no, he would always.
Bro. I mean, no, like that's so wild. Like you're trying to bring somebody over to the house, and it's
the
like
dead hamster would still be on the shelf.
This is a dead hamster.
Like, what is that smell? Don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
Oh no, he'll show her and be like, "That's a dead hamster." He would do it. I promise you, he's a weird dude. Bro. His whole family's weird. So I was like,
that's a dead hamster.
Bro, exactly. I'm like, bro, I'm just the black dude. Like, I'm the only black guy that they hang out with.
Wow.
And I'm like, dude, I'm light skinned. That's why they hang out with me. I'm not for dark. Y'all hanging out with me because I'm light skinned. Dude.
You all light skinned.
What is wrong with you? Okay, we gotta keep going. You're not light skinned. Stop. We gotta keep going. Hold on. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, all the rest of that part, it's really just a bunch of nonsense. Because at the point, when we get to this point right here, during that time I was staying with them, I was already at the end of my rope. Like, shoot, I don't know how many times I done cried and prayed. I done smoked out a lot of my brain cells and drunk so many dang drinks. It was crazy. Done a lot of women. It was bad. And it's like, bro.
Why did you say that?
What?
You said slow down my brain.
I did. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. And yeah, man, I don't know how many times it was like I didn't want to go to sleep because I didn't know if I was gonna wake up and see, if I was gonna even be able to wake up the next day. Or I didn't want to wake up the next day because it's like, bro, if I go to sleep, it's like it's a pattern. It was a pattern with me. It was like, dude, I don't want to go to sleep because it's like I was scared of not waking up, but at the same time, it was like I just didn't want to deal with just going to the next because I was just so depressed and sad and just so out of my mind. It was like, dude, I don't know what in the